Hey lovely people of the internet, today I'm gonna show you how to be safe on the internet, so we just go straight into it because it's an important subject that I feel like we should talk about. I would have at least 2 email addresses. One of them is just for your friends, your family, and the other email is for signing up for social media accounts, such as maybe using that email for your pen pals, your email pen pals basically. So that's a tip that I really would recommend doing that. And now I want to talk about when you submit on a website like mine. So as you may or not know or are aware of it, my website, like any other website on Tumblr that you can find pen pals on, it's worldwide public, which means anybody can access it, such as people who shouldn't access it. So it's important that you know how to behave when it gets to a point where you get spam or where you get somebody that message you that is not a teen. So I want to prepare you for that, and I started off by email. So in my submission box I tell you to make spaces between the name of like the username of your email and the @ and the .com, because when you do that you get way less spam, trust me. So that's my first tip, and also with together the other tip, use other email than the private one. And now if you do get spam or just a request to be friends with someone on your email account, there's a strategy that I made over the years of having pen pals, and I want to share how to avoid certain people. If you get spam, you may get emails that talk about bank accounts. Just delete them, put them in spam, simple. If it comes to the point where you're like, should I accept this pen pal request, yes or no? I go by this simple system. I will read now a pen pal request to you that I got last year. Hello my dear, I really don't know what to tell you. Just ask me you wish or want to know about me. Besides, what do you do for a living? Anyway, I shall wait to hear from you soon. Bye for now. This is a request, and there's tons of reasons why I did not reply to this email. First of all, it's not personal. There's nothing in this email that is personally written for me. You can clearly see that. If somebody wants to be friends with you, they will write maybe your name at the beginning, like hi Julia, and then they will write why they're contacting you, and maybe something they liked what you wrote in your submission, like, oh, I saw that you liked the TV show How I Met Your Mother as well, I love that too, or oh, it's so cool that you live there, ... That's when you really know this person is contacting you personally, and not just sending spam to everyone or just wanting to make hundreds of friends and just sending the same exact email to maybe 20 other people. And that's, first of all, that's not the kind of friend you're looking for, hopefully. Otherwise you need to revalue your values, because you'd rather have one good friend than 10 just friends. So if somebody wants to contact you, they will write maybe your name, but it will be personal and they will tell you a little about themselves. I will also leave like an ideal pen pal request on a site that I wrote. Not that it's perfect, but it's just when you get that email, you can be sure you can accept it. But if you get an email like this that I just read, just don't accept it, don't even reply. Because sometimes people can get very rude if you just reply I know someone is interested, I would rather just immediately put that email in spam than reply. I know this might sound rude, but I know people who've made bad experiences with replying no. So that's it for that. So there has been a small discussion on my website about Kik lately, because Kik hasn't been this surfaced lately. Well, it never has been the surfaced social media out there. I want you to be aware that the internet is not real life. This is a network, and if somebody says, "Oh, I hate you, I'm gonna kill you," they can't kill you. They're not physically with you. They're like thousands of miles away. And even if they're hundreds, they're not coming to your house to find you. That's too much of an effort. If they really wanted to kill somebody, they would kill their neighbor or something like that, not you. And that's something you really need to know. If somebody sends you hate messages and stuff like that, it doesn't mean they can actually do what they're saying they can, but they really can't. And if it gets to that point, if you really start a conversation with them and then they start saying those things, just say you call the cops. And you may not even be kidding. You may call the cops and just inform them about this person sending you these messages, because you're allowed to do that. It's yeah, you have the right to do that. And also, just Kik has a good way to block people. Just block them. That's also, just don't let it get to you. I get so many messages of people who really take this personal, and it's really not personal. When people do that, it's just people are bored. I just want you to know there's a way always to get out of it. It's not the end of the world. You can get out of it, and it doesn't mean that you have to stop looking for friends online, because I've met so many good friends online, and if I would have just stopped looking for friends online when I got my first spam, I don't think I would still have friends online by now, and I would miss out big time. Find on my website a new kind of pen pal. It's not really a pen pal, I will call it vlogging friend. And a vlogging friend is basically a friend you send your vlogs to, and they will send vlogs to you. But it's private. It will be privately uploaded on whatever you want to upload it to, YouTube, Vimeo, just privately. And you share your culture and your life with them. Basically, whatever you would write in a letter or an email, you will vlog it and show them. So like YouTubers do. And I started this 2 weeks ago, and so far I'm absolutely loving it. It's a great experience, and it also makes me more comfortable in front of the camera. So I will also talk more about that on my website, so make sure to check that out. And also follow me on Instagram and Twitter. All those links will be in the description box, and I will talk to you next week. So bye!